Kendall, this is Rafael. I'd like to tell you, I am in Broadway Street, please. Bye. Thank you.
The world is falling apart.
And my girlfriend Meryl threw for Harvey. Do you remember that? We were living on 117th Street. And well, Harvey had a friend. I forgot his name. He used to call him Sandy. Harvey's friend used to call Harvey Sandy.
No.
Are you finished?
No.
A number of people from Florida used to call him Sandy.
Yeah, he was, I think, in the army with them.
Are you finished?
Tell me about the party, because I don't really
It was a
remember.
very small party. You and I, Marilyn,
Yes.
and this fella, and I
Right.
think he had a girlfriend.
And what did we do? Did we go out?
Well, you guys went out, but when you came back, we had a cake waiting for Harvey.
Oh, yeah.
It was always.
Oh, I don't remember
I
that.
don't remember that.
I don't.
And you know what? The problem. One of the issues with Harvey was you never knew when he was telling it straight
Right.
or not.
Barrels and McDonald's.
And I do remember distinctly because we brought out the cake, and Harvey's comment was, and he was at that point, what, 19, 20, 22 years old, said it was the first birthday cake he had ever had. I do remember that.
Really? That's sad.
Yes. It was and it wasn't because
This is the mushroom.
Because who knows?
Because you were sure that he was telling the truth.
Well,
that's also true.
he probably wasn't kidding.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
He
probably
lives in a
wasn't kidding.
drawer.
Because he was, the third child, late in life child,
Yeah, you third children.
and yeah, they don't really care when they reach that point.
Did he live in a drawer?
He said
I don't know.
he said he slept in
No.
a drawer.
I thought it was.
Charlie slept in the drawer.
Charlie also slept in
Charlie
a drawer.
You know,
He still sleeps in a drawer.
well, drawers are very good. I mean,
Drawers are safe.
Did you know
Because
that?
the parents they were living, they had
it's
this
the bottom
store and they
drawer.
were living in
Drawers.
this
But
store.
wait a minute, Louis, where did Buster Brown live?
In a
In
shoe.
a shoe.
And
And his dog died.
right, he lives in there too.
His dog
Well,
died,
I
but
know,
there too.
which is worse than a drawer.
Yeah, it is, actually.
But I always remember that. And I always remember that. And his statement, and he was there, and there was the cake, and he was like very.
And then the little frog would come on and say, "Hello, hello, kids. My name is Froggy the Magic Rabbit.
And I think what
Your
is
magic
unusual
finger,
is
Froggy."
that we had so little in many
We
ways.
were yesterday
I used to wake up in the morning
And then when we met somebody who said something like that, we realized we had a lot.
Right.
which was hosted by
Right.
the last wife,
They have to have
Florence
fun, and I went to Trader John
who
and
according to
coming
my
back I
father
went
was
to
Well, we didn't have much fun games in our lives as kids. We made our own fun.
And you know,
We made our own fun, but our parents never really organized parties or,
the nice witch,
like parents today.
and she had that funny little
You
voice.
guys, what you
And she
do
used
for
to-
your kids'
and brought you that
birthdays,
cream of wheat.
we didn't have
says,
parents
"Good
who did
morning,
things
boys
like
and
that
girls."
for us.
Decorate a lot.
No ponies.
In fact, I remember when we found in our first house, we found a fake Christmas tree in the attic. We pulled it down and we ripped up toilet paper. I'm not sure Louis remembers that, but we ripped up toilet paper and we trimmed the tree with toilet paper.
And Cecil the
And they just
Cecil.
destroyed the
One ply or two.
That was for me, everything now.
Did you use the bubble lights?
No, it was up in the attic.
The basement, I think.
So it makes it a lot of fun.
In the
And
basement.
you know
I
who
think
it
so.
was?
We found, we decorated it with toilet
You know who it
paper.
was, don't you? It was
And I was
Stan
really disappointed
Friedman
that
and Dawes
wasn't this year's
Butler.
happening.
We didn't have
Pretty
much.
exciting.
But when we met someone like Harvey and he said he had never had a birthday cake, then we looked at each other
I went home from school.
Wow.
So hard and they
We
didn't
turned on the
care.
radio.
we
just
felt
kept it
quite
going.
privileged.
Jack-
Right, we always had birthday
I
cake.
didn't have a big
Really?
birthday cake
Always?
either. I
You didn't have a
baked-
birthday cake
No,
either?
then when I was,
Yeah.
made myself, then I make for myself.
But your
You
mother
still
didn't
do,
bake?
no, they didn't, my parents never,
I
that
was
was
born
not
a
important,
poor
they
black
said.
child.
What about for their birthdays? For mother's birthday, father's birthday,
I
nothing?
have a
And later we were doing, my mama has a birthday in the 4th of November.
To say you got
And
a
you know,
bonus in the
We were,
air.
like later on, we were, doing something for them. But they never did anything for themselves. But my father was, he did some, things, but mostly it was like Christmas, like gift, more Christmas than birthday.
There used to be a show called The Green
Like I
Hornet.
remember the first time he brought
And
for
it
my
used to
mom
be the following.
the
I was like about 5 years old. Before the
washing
warrants
machine.
started, and it
But
was-
not like automatic. You had to
started
put
off
the
on
water
theme song,
and
the fight
was
and the
washing.
bubble.
And it was like a little, how to say,
Like we saw Disney.
to put in,
Listen to it.
to take the water out.
The
But it was
ringer,
so
a ringer.
Secret subterranean
But it was so good for the first time, and I remember that my mom was so
The Green
happy.
Hornet rides again.
And Pani Stasha, the woman who was helping my mom with the
Now
laundry,
comes across World War
she was
II.
like,
That was a long time.
Pani Stasha, you should
I'm a
come, you
secret
didn't visit us for a long time.
with his
I'm not
faithful
coming, now you
Filipino
have machine, you can wash. She said, yourself everything. I'm not coming.
We lost.
was like mad at
I
us.
used to come home from school.
It was so funny.
His name was Joe
Some
Takashi.
memories, they are funny.
And I used to
Tell
come
me,
home.
tell me, Brian,
Not a lot when we
do you,
did.
do you remember your
I went once.
grandparents'
It was fun.
50th wedding
Great
anniversary?
Japanese garden. We had
Why
a
would we
German
do
maid.
Elizabeth,
I don't
do you
think so.
remember? Of course, Elizabeth remembers.
So anyway,
They were married like
all of a
80
sudden,
years
my
before.
50 years.
Where was it held?
Our Japanese.
In a number of places.
Well, I mean,
Was?
we had this one Third Street.
But where was the
50th
50th anniversary party?
Well, what we did was
Cafe Casino.
we took them out.
They forced her up to.
We took them out for dinner.
Right, not us.
No, not the
I don't
kids,
think
not
so.
the little kids. We took them out for dinner. And then we took them to the opera to see, they don't know. Down at the Almonds, the Dorothy Chandler probably.
missing it when we
And we were like out all night. In the meanwhile, we had Naeem and maybe some helpers at their house,
Toothpaste tubes.
wallpapering their
My
bedroom,
bicycle.
What, that
putting
wall?
in furniture and setting up a waterbed.
That waterbed that was
So when
there?
they came back that night,
Shoes a year.
they came back to a different
They seem to be
bedroom.
all over the place.
They have shows like this now, while you were out.
While they were out. And they had different wallpaper, the one that was there that you knew.
And Grandpa was
And that
mad.
waterbed, and in the beginning, but then he loved the waterbed.
So when they came back and saw the room, what did they say?
They were,
Sorry, what?
they
I want to know.
shocked.
No, yeah, Grandpa.
Grandpa for the 50th.
Grandpa was happy.
Yeah, I think they were happy.
They were flabbergasted.
They just couldn't believe it.
Bedroom.
And what happened is while we were out, we had to keep on calling the workmen to find out how the work was going because we wouldn't bring them home
Until they were done.
until it was done. So after the opera, we couldn't bring them home because it wasn't finished. So we had to take them out somewhere else. You know, my mother was complaining, it's so late, can't we go home? I keep on calling, I said, Naeem, is it ready? For God's sakes, what's going on? So what happened was, he was running dramatically behind schedule, but this was all prearranged. And the guy who delivered the waterbed, and I remember